Happening today, former state representative and West Haven city official Michael DiMassa will begin serving his time behind bars.
Yeah, DiMassa admits that he stole more than $1.2 million in COVID relief money and city funds. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Olivia Schuler joins us now live from outside West Haven City Hall. So, good morning, Olivia. What do you expect to happen today?
Roger, good morning. DiMassa is expected to surrender to federal authorities, and then it will be determined where he will be serving his 2-year and 3-month sentence. Now, the 32-year-old former state representative was sentenced in May. Court documents say schemes of stealing money began in mid-2020, where DiMassa was a state rep and an aide to the West Haven City Council. That appointment gave him authority and access to approve reimbursements for COVID-related expenses. Last November, DiMassa pled guilty to 3 counts of wire fraud conspiracy. DiMassa admitted himself and others billed West Haven for bogus services. The FBI then arrested DiMassa and 3 others, including his wife, for stealing federal money to help the city recover from the pandemic. Now, once again today, DiMassa is expected to surrender to federal authorities. He will then begin a 2-year and 3-month sentence. This is a developing story. When we have more information, we'll share it with you here or on the Channel 3 News app. We're live in West Haven. Olivia Schuler, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you for that update, Olivia.